For July 8th, 2025, it's 10 a.m. in Polk County Regional Health Building, Suite A, Livingston, Texas. At this time, I would like to ask Ernie Turney to lead us in prayer.
And let us pray. O Lord, you are always faithful and just. Send your mercy, O Lord, to all who suffer this day, especially those who have suffered the great loss, our friends and neighbors in the hill country. Remind us again that whatever we do this day, that we are called to show grace to those who are the least, the last, and the lost. You have given us many tasks. Some are simple and easy, others are complicated and difficult. Make us worthy stewards that we may be faithful and just in all that you put before us this day. We humbly ask, Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Will lead us in these pledges?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Mr. Turney. Okay, for the record, Commissioner Purvis and Commissioner Cassidy will not be joining us today. If public comments, has anyone signed up? Very well. Informational reports. The first informational report is our employee health fair and open enrollment, which will be Tuesday, August the 5th. And that will be from 9 to 5 p.m. at Dunbar Gym. What we're trying to do is offer an opportunity for not only our employees to enroll, but also take a good look at the current benefits that we have and engage directly and discuss their plans with them. So all of the elected officials and department heads, you need to make time for your employees to be able to go over there at some point in time between 9 in the morning and 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, number 2, proclamation declaring July 7th through the 11th, 2025 is Youth Rodeo Week in Polk County. It's included, the proclamation was included in your packet for your review, and it recognizes the Polk County Youth Rodeo Association for its continued commitment to supporting local youth through our annual rodeo events, scholarships, and community engagement. I think I see my friend Patty. And so if you all can come up here, we will take a photo. It's gonna be a smaller photo than normal.
Let Lily, let you present it to Lily.
I'll present it to whoever you want me to present it. Hey, Early, how are you? I'm doing just fine. Come on up here. You get to be the recipient, is that okay, everybody in? Julie, we may not see you in that photo.
Oh, there she is.
1, 2, 3. And one more. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm doing fine. Well, have a good one.
Thank you.
What's that? I'm gonna try. How are you? Y'all have a good one. Okay. Number 3, receive report from Employee Service Awards Committee. This was kind of a fast and dirty. We did have the information from the, when we sent out and requested ideas from all of our employees and did our survey of the employees. And so we forwarded that information to the Service Awards Committee as well. So who's going to? That's me.
You do the first one.
Okay, and so yesterday when we sat down and met, we went through all of the suggestions, all of the selections by the employees, and what we're recommending is a lot of our employees want to be actually recognized. And so what we would like to suggest is that we do annual recognitions here at the Commissioners Court and get photos with those folks with a certificate. Now, we also talked to them about, we have been doing plaques for those 5, 10, and so on number of years. What our recommendation is that the employees, they get that certificate and they get their photograph with the Commissioners Court, and that's public recognition. But they have a choice between either the plaque or a gift card that they have to select. And we give them a deadline, and if they haven't selected, then we go with the gift card. We also suggested that we were talking about doing like an appreciation lunch. We would also recognize them then and could pass out their choice, whether it be the plaque or the gift card.
Okay, so basically, we're talking about two potential options on the recognition.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I think at one time there was some discussion about doing it at the luncheon, just because that way all employees would be there. You see what I'm saying, that the recognition would be wider. We certainly don't mind doing it at the
Right.
court level, except for some of these people, it's gonna be difficult for them to come in, get recognized, and go back and get on a maintainer.
Right, and that, we also talked about the luncheon is we would have to consider being willing to close down all offices during that period of time.
So if we designated times and said the commissioners will be, their employees will be recognized at, 11
Right.
or 11:30, and the clerks, their employees will be recognized at 12, so that then you have designated times.
Yes, ma'am.
So yes, I think the agreement last year, after the discussion with the court, was that yes, we would shut down county offices to make sure everybody could come, from 11:30 to 1:30 to 2, or whatever the group decides to do.
Okay.
Any questions on that? That's the only thing I recall from last year.
Okay.
No, but I think it's a great thing, though.
Thank you for your work.
Well,
Okay, so let's move forward to finding out who wants plaques and who wants
okay.
cards.
All right, we can do that. We just gotta hunt down a little bit of information and get them to give us an answer.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you. Okay, receive report from Centralized Dispatch Committee. The Centralized Dispatch Committee was appointed by the court to research and develop a proposal for countywide centralized dispatch system. Who's making that presentation?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kayla Hemperly. I'm the CID sergeant with the Sheriff's Department. So several months back, we kind of started meeting and going over a centralized dispatch. Our key purpose for creating this within the county is to aid in better communication between departments. We have one area for all police, fire, EMS personnel within the county is the goal, to be housed in one location, to aid in that gap that sometimes occurs in major events, natural disasters, things like that. So communication can be transmitted easier, and we're not having a delay in response for multiple units, things like that. We've gone over in the committee, we've talked to other counties. Walker County specifically does this already and has been doing it since the mid-90s. They gave us some kind of key points to look at. At this point, we need to create a committee to have a committee with a member from each entity. Somebody from the county, somebody from the specific cities that want to become a part of this. And we've gotten very positive feedback from fire departments, EMS, and all the local municipalities and police departments to join in on this. So I've sent out a letter to everybody involved to kind of put forward if they want to join. Once we get that back, we can create a committee and actually start getting answers on what is the money funding gonna look like, the locations, what are we gonna have to do to actually get this off the ground and going.
Anybody have any questions? I do have to say that this has been a long-term goal to some degree or another. We still do have some entities that are a little bit more hesitant, but this will really streamline our volunteer fire department response times, and it will really allow for the ambulance service also to be able to respond more quickly, because then you don't have dispatchers going back and forth. You have one centralized dispatch for the whole county, and they are on the spot, and they can communicate with each other because they will be in the same room together. So law enforcement will be able to communicate within the same room with your volunteer fire departments or your EMS or whoever else needs to respond. So, I'm gonna say we need to proceed, and so when we receive your letter, we will get the court to decide who will be
Okay.
represented.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, we've scheduled a workshop, a budget workshop for the 17th. Chad Hill has confirmed the certified appraised values, or at least he's very close to the certified values, and they will be available on the 15th. And so this will allow Tatum White, our tax assessor collector, to work the tax calculation worksheet on the 16th, along with Carrie and with Lewis. And they will be able to give us some better numbers, some more solid numbers, and then we will go from there. So please mark your calendars for July 17th. New business, your consent agenda. You have an addendum on number 7. Addendum number 1 is in the amount of $19,331.43. Addendum number 2 is in the amount of $268,239.68. And I do want to make a note on item number 12 and number 13, and that is to approve the reappointment of Rachel Drake to the Burke Board of Trustees for another 2-year term beginning September 1st, 2025, and the reappointment of Brandon Prescott as our minority representative for Deep East Texas Council of Governments. Both of these individuals have given up their own time. They have volunteered, they have represented the county well, and so if you have an opportunity or you see them, then please give them our thanks. Okay, I need a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve. Commissioner Robertson, Commissioner Dubus. There's no need of saying all in favor, so it's just us. Okay, new business, the regular agenda, number 16A, personnel action form request submitted by the department heads since last meetings, and review of any authorized emergency hiring. Under this agenda item, you'll be asked to approve personal action forms. All preliminary listings were submitted in your packet, and we do not have any emergency hires. Make the motion. Robertson, Dubus, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Very well, motion carries. B, update to personnel management system book, which is page 63. At the district attorney's request, HR has prepared a job description for a civil assistant DA, along with an update job inventory listing, which are both included for your review. When filled, the civil DA will be responsible for handling bond forfeitures, asset forfeitures, county government inquiries, civil law cases, and/or litigation matters, and all other related matters. Motion to approve, Commissioner Dubus, second Commissioner Robertson. All in favor say aye. Very well. 16C, appoint a committee to interview and select an applicant to fill the public records officer position. On June 24th, the court approved the creation of the records officer position, which will be housed in the district attorney's office, but it will be responsible to the commissioner's court. To expedite the hiring process, rather than submitting applicants to interviews by the entire court, the court may select a committee. And I would like to suggest that on that committee that we have 3 people. You could have the district attorney, this office, and HR, or we could also include the auditor, because then that would give us kind of a balanced committee. You would have the legal aspects, the financial aspects, and procedural aspects.
I would recommend DA, HR, and auditor.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Okay.
Auditor.
DA, HR, auditor, and then this office, because we do all the procedures.
I was trying to get out of that.
Are you trying to get out of it?
No, 75%, at the last meeting, we talked about 75% of open records are from the DA's office and the sheriff's office. So I would ask that we also include a representative from the sheriff's office on
Okay.
that committee, because they are a big stakeholder in this, and they need to be represented.
Good idea.
Okay, so 5.
Yep.
HR, auditor, SO, district attorney, and this office. So next time you get a FOIA request, we're not helping you. You're on your own. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 17, consider request for revisions and amendments to the budget as follows. Your FY 2025 budget revisions and amendments is presented by the County Auditor's Office. Copy of the proposed revisions number 2025-15 and amendments 2025-15A is included for your review.
I'll make the motion.
Motion to approve, Commissioner Robertson, second Dubose, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 18, consider any and all necessary action relating to road closure request from the Texas Department of Transportation for bridge replacement on FM 2610 at Menard Creek. A copy of the notice from the Texas Department of Transportation is included for your review. They are developing plans for replacing the existing bridge at Menard Creek on FM 2610. It's scheduled to let for contract in September of 2025, with construction beginning in the following weeks. At this time, the bridge on FM 2610 at Menard Creek remains in operation. They will need to close the bridge to all traffic for approximately 7 months. So traffic would be detoured to State Highway 146 and FM 787. Unfortunately, the proposed detour is approximately 21 minutes long. 21 miles long, sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking that we had already, didn't we visit this maybe 6 months or so ago? And I mean, I'll make the motion because this needs to be done, but I think we'd already gone through this one time previously.
Well, this is
About the-
any and all.
Yeah.
This is any and all, so it's not just a report this time, it's saying we're ready to go.
Okay.
So does that come as a motion?
Yes, it does.
Commissioner Robinson, Commissioner Dugas, all in favor say aye. And the singing person agrees as well.
It's turned off.
Motion carries. Item number 19, consider approval to authorize Goodwin, Lassiter, and Strong to advertise for road improvement construction bids on the General Land Office Community Development, Block Grant Housing, and Urban Development Mitigation Projects as follows. That is the longest description ever. A, the General Land Office contract number 24-065-044-E536, which is a copy of the bid packet from GLS, is included in your packet for your review. Susan, do you all wanna say anything? You wanna add anything to it? This has been hyper discussed.
Yes.
To be
Yes,
honest.
just happy that it's moving forward, and this is for precincts 1 and 3.
Okay.
And then we will follow with 2 and 4 very soon.
Further down the road.
I'll
Yes,
make the
ma'am.
motion.
Okay, Commissioner Robertson, Commissioner Dubose, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, on 19B, the contract number is 24-065-044-E537. Same thing.
Approved.
Approved. Commissioner Dubose, Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye. Item number 20, discuss and consider approval of a revised waste hauler permit application. Environmental Enforcement Officer James Golden has requested this agenda item. He has made several proposed changes to the waste haulers application. The proposed version is included for your review. These changes improve clarity and they align with county operations and assure better oversight. First of all, it removes the permits department as references, because now it's going to go through environmental enforcement. It provides for new documentation requirements. So now they're required to submit records showing the total amount of waste collected. it has updated inspection criteria, fee adjustment, and you have a permit term change also. Historically, they were renewed annually on January 1st, and things have worked out better if we renew things on October 1st. That way our fiscal year is lined up with contracts, it's lined up with MOUs, with everything else, so as we move forward. Are there any questions on any of that? I will say that our JPs have been doing a wonderful job in terms of hazard mitigation, and so has environmental enforcement in terms of hazard mitigation with structures. But the court is absolutely got to revisit people that have created their own landfills on their own property. We're going to have to revisit that to where that is removed, and this is part of the problem, is that a lot of times people say that they're waste haulers, but then they pay someone else to just throw it on their property.
I'd agree with
So any questions or concerns?
I think that it's great that environmental and everybody's working together to try to make this better for the entire county.
Yes, well, part of it is that we've got to have the commissioners agree to picking up some of this trash. We built into the budget an agenda item. You know, the budget has a line item that allows for the commissioner to be able to recoup their money, but we have got to commit to cleaning up trash. So we will be coming back at another time with further information for each commissioner to look at. So any questions over this agenda item?
Not now.
It's a yes or no. If you have questions, we need to go ahead and discuss them.
Well, my question is gonna be about the cleanup, picking up the trash.
Okay,
and stuff.
so
it's-
you're okay with this, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Is that a motion?
Yeah.
I'll second that.
Commissioner Dubus, Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye. Very well. Item number 21, discuss and consider adoption of updated order prohibiting the keeping of dangerous wild animals pursuant to Chapter 240 Local Government Code. This agenda has been requested by the Sheriff's Office. The updated order is included for your review and is intended to promote public safety by restricting the private ownership of certain animals, all of which are wild. I don't know how many of you all are aware that we had a yellow Burmese python or something even on Facebook that got picked up by the UPS driver. But that's okay because he liked snakes, so he took it home until the owner could be found. We've also had tortoises out, and so the Sheriff's Office with the game wardens have been working hard to try to restrict that kind of activity in Polk County. So I need a motion to
I'll
approve.
make the motion.
Commissioner Robertson, Commissioner Dubus, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Very well. Item number 22, consider and take any and all necessary action regarding the 2025 Help America Vote Act, election security grant resolution, terms and conditions and matching fund commitment. County Clerk Shalana Hawk has requested this agenda item and the court's approval of the 2025 HAVA election security grant resolution and terms and conditions included for your review. So to comply with federal and state requirements for participation in the sub-grant program, Polk County has been awarded $42,500 in federal funds, contingent upon providing $8,500 in matching funds for a total budget of $51,000. These funds will be used to enhance election security, including upgrading voting systems, improving accessibility, securing election-related property, and implementing IT and physical security measures. The required $8,500 match will be allocated from the general fund, which is the elections expense budget. So this also allows us to be eligible to receive and utilize federal funds to improve the administration and security of elections in accordance with the Help America Vote Act of 2002.
Approved.
Commissioner Dubus, Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye. Okay, number 23, consider any and all necessary action related to installation of mobile radios. Since March, we've been working to obtain proposals for the installation of mobile radios purchased for the sheriff's office, for the constables, and for emergency management. The goal was to secure at least 3 quotes to present to the court. As of this review, we have received 2 proposals included for your review. One below the $50,000 bid threshold and one above. We need to move forward. The proposal from SAS Accessories and Installation totals $45,825. While it's below the threshold, it's not currently budgeted. The radio purchase was approved on January 28th, was also unbudgeted, so we need to certify at this point approximately $200,000 to fully fund the end project. So at this time, we have surplus revenues such as depository interest, the sheriff's tax sale proceeds, and we recommend authorizing this purchase from the general fund, Commissioners Court capital outlay projects, with the intent of replenishing this line item before the end of the year. We have additional funding from the depository interest. We have additional funding that has come in through the sheriff's tax office, tax sales. We have additional funding that has come in through IAH. And so our proposal is, instead of piecemealing this along, is to go ahead and take all of those monies and go ahead and bring them in, so that we can then clear up a lot of this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so we would also, like at that time, so we'd like to approve this purchase, but next time, hopefully next time, we will be able to bring you exact numbers and then be able to say, okay, we're gonna allocate X amount of funds for the jail cameras and sheriff's office and all of these radios. We're also gonna allocate funds at that time for other expenditures, like the maintenance department on buildings, for road and bridge, which is what we have normally done in the past. We're just speeding up the process, I guess I should say, because normally what we do is when we receive the IH funds, then that's when we take them and say, okay, this is the amount of money we have in hand, right, before we distribute the revenues. So at this time, I would like to,
Make the motion to approve. That way we can go ahead and just get it out of the general fund.
correct.
I'll second.
So you want to approve for
Yes.
SAS? Okay. So Commissioner Dugas, Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, item number 24, Grady has asked that we table this at this time. Bids were opened on July 2nd and forwarded for everybody's review. The bid summary and the 3 proposals are included for your review, but Grady would like an opportunity to visit with all the contractors before he brings a recommendation.
Yeah. Ms.
Did you
Murphy,
change your
I
mind?
was gonna go with Lilly Construction.
With who?
Lilly Construction, the lowest bid.
Okay.
Be fine. I'm gonna work out the other details. I'm just trying to save the historical commission a little bit of money
Okay,
for the additions that they're gonna have, and the other contractors, the other 2 that we would actually consider, agreed, they go back out there and give us some more numbers on that, just to try to save them a little money.
okay, sounds good. So what is the amount on Lilly Construction?
$78,500.
Okay,
I'll make that motion. That's what.
very well. So it comes, thank you, Grady.
Yep.
So it comes the motion from Commissioner Robertson, second Commissioner Dubose, all in favor, say aye. Very well. 25, discuss and consider any and all necessary action regarding request for proposals, the RFP 2025-20.1 for voice over internet protocol VoIP phone system. So members of the scoring committee met on Monday, June the 30th, to compare views on the projects that were received and tabulate the scores. The top 4 proposals are included for your review, along with a summary tab of all the proposals that were received. If we would like to schedule a workshop, invite some of these vendors to present and discuss their proposals with the court, we can include that as part of the budget workshop scheduled for the 17th. Please note, ESI of these, ESI has proprietary equipment. Casey is here. Casey, would you like to do the workshop, or?
Yes, I'd like to do the workshop for the top 4. If we could, the scoring committee agreed that that would be the best thing, so the court can make a
decision off of that workshop.
Very well. Thank you, ma'am.
Motion to approve.
Motion to do the workshop.
Yes.
Commissioner Dugas, Commissioner Robinson, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Number 26, discuss proposed salaries, expenses, and allowances of elected officials for FY 2026. On July 1st, the Commissioners received notice of our proposed changes in elected officials' salaries, allowances, and expenses for 2026. And we ask you all to provide any requests for changes. The request that we did receive was included into the preliminary publication, included for your review for discussion purposes. So following this meeting, we will send a notice of the proposed salaries. We also put in there, I have my salary schedule right here close by. Okay, we also put in your packet, we put in there a description, the summary of the duties of each elected official's office, including the commissioners, county court at law, district clerk, county clerk, treasurer, everybody. So here's the proposed. Hold on. So you have, in my case, Carrie, I'm changing that.
That's fine.
Okay, we have the increase for Judge Brown, which is county court at law. That is dictated by the legislature, and so his increase will be a total increase in the amount of $43,086.16. He will go from $173,000 to $273,086.16. The increase that we are proposing for each of the elected officials, for each of the commissioners and for myself, would be $3,000. And then we did have Commissioner Purvis that originally left his, left his travel at 20. He said if y'all wanna take it down, that's fine. And then, for, the district clerk, we have a proposal of an increase in $5,000 for Shalana, for Terry Williams, for Tatum, for Sheriff Lyons. We have a proposal of an increase in $5,000. Now, part of what we did is with the JPs, we took their vehicle. The county is gonna start providing them with a vehicle. So their original vehicle allowance was $5,000. And so we have, instead of taking money away from them, because we don't wanna take money away from them, then the total increase for them would be the $5,000 plus 3. So the JPs will go from making $59,000 plus their $5,000 allowance to $67,000. And then there's no change for the constables. That's mostly, part of it is there is a $1,500 increase because that's considered a part-time position. And we're also waiting to see what the legislature does with that position. Okay. So that's basically $3,000 increase for the members of the court, which mirrors what is in the budget for all employees, with the exception of the JPs and leveling out the playing field for the other elected officials. Any discussion?
Well, me personally, my recommendation really is, I'd rather have a special session Monday when other commissioners are here, so we can all make an agreement with this.
And I don't have a problem with that. I'm not comfortable with 3 people to say. we will include this in the workshop on the 17th.
Good, I mean, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to have a meeting on Monday and then have a meeting on Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need a motion to table. Now, you do realize that when we do this, this is gonna slide our calendar again.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
make the motion.
Okay, so it comes as a motion, Commissioner Tuba. Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, so who's gonna do the motion to adjourn? That was Robert. What time is it now? 10:34.